You're listening to MMA Out Loud.
All right, we're with Carlos Condit here on MMA Out Loud, one of the top welterweights in the UFC and in the world. Carlos, first question, Jake Shields, does he deserve the next title shot?
You know, Jake is definitely a champion. I think that I'd like to see him get one more fight, have a little bit more impressive performance before he gets the title shot, but, you know, I think he deserves a shot.
Where are you in the pecking order? If you know, with Koscheck now, then there's Fitch, Shields. How far away do you consider yourself from getting a title shot?
Well, I'm right in the mix. You know, I think I probably have to beat one of those guys, you know, like the gatekeepers of Fitch or Koscheck, somebody like that. My next fight's against Lytle, who's a great fighter. We should put on, you know, a really exciting show. And then, you know, we'll see what the future has in store.
And who are you picking in the GSP Koscheck fight?
Georgia.
Convincingly?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think? It's just he's smarter, just a better athlete all around?
I think he's more dangerous. He's a more dangerous fighter. You know, in his recent fights, you know, he's you know had a pretty conservative game plan, but when he wants to, he finishes guys.
Who's your favorite fighter as a fan to watch these days? What fighter?
John Jones. Really?
No, he's exciting. So are you, though. What do you think is next with the WEC, which you were part of? They're merging. What do you think of this whole merger with WEC?
I think it's great. You know, WEC has had some of the best guys in the world for a really long time, and it'll be good to see them getting the recognition they deserve now under the UFC banner.
And just for New York, because it's one of the few states that's not sanctioned, only 44. Tell the legislator, testify, why should MMA be sanctioned in New York?
MMA is safer than boxing. You know, it's a legitimate sport. You know, we're athletes. We're not just thugs. We're not just, you know, barroom brawlers. You know, this is our livelihood, and you know, it's the greatest sport on earth.
And what would Carlos Condit be doing if he was not an MMA fighter?
I don't know, I might be like a special forces guy running around the desert or something like that.
What's your favorite submission to do?
I like neck cranks and darce chokes and stuff like that.
And last prediction, Matt Hughes or BJ Penn, who's going to win?
BJ's my boy, so I'm going to have to go with BJ.
And how are you going to beat Lytle?
By any means necessary, man.
Awesome. Are you a Black Ops player?
My Xbox broke about a year and a half ago, and instead of replacing it, I've just been getting a lot more done instead of sitting around playing video games. So
awesome, dude.
This is Carlos Condit for MMA Out Loud.
You're listening to MMA Out Loud.
When one fighter does what he wants, when he wants to, and with damage. That to me would be a 10-8 round.